So there's this old saying that it's always darkest before the dawn. My brain, by the way, hears a saying like that and immediately wants to argue against it and say, no, 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 it's not always darkest before the dawn. I mean, there are some times where, there can be a meteor shower just before the dawn, or, maybe it's it's overcast, in the middle of the night, and the moon isn't out, and this, that, and the other, and then, it rises and the overcast separates, and so it can be darker at different points in time. But that's not the point of the saying, because that's not the point of any of these sorts of sayings, right? It's to get at a deeper truth. And the deeper truth is that when we're going through difficult times, and we don't know when those times are going to end, the longer we're in it, the more we feel that there is a steady process of things getting darker, getting less pleasant, getting more troubling, and our anxiety builds, and depression, and fear. It's always darkest before the dawn, because the dawn represents the shift. Now, instead of going down, now we're starting to come back up again. And I don't know about you, but to me, when I hear things like we're going to be getting together again at the church building as early as the 14th, to me, that's a sign that the dawn is breaking, that at least there are going to be some changes coming that will help, that will lift our spirits and allow us to once again be together. And there are a lot of things going on in our world today that can cause us to feel these kinds of anxieties and pressures and the weight of everything just bearing down upon us. But it's because we don't have that perspective. And when I think of what the apostles must have gone through, one Friday evening after Jesus had died on the cross, there they were. They had given up their old lives for 2.5, 3 years, 3.5 maybe. They had followed Jesus. They gave up jobs. They gave up family. They gave up friends and relationships. They gave up what money they had. They gave it all up to follow Jesus because they believed in his teachings. They believed he was the Messiah, the one who would come and set Israel free. But it all came crashing down one Friday. And although that Friday night might have been bad, imagine Saturday. They wake up and they realize, no, it wasn't a bad dream. This really happened. Now what? What do we do now? Not only are we lost, we're also being hunted. People are looking for us. Perhaps our fate will be the same as his. And then it leads into the Saturday night. They didn't know what was going to come Sunday morning. They didn't know that they were going to learn that the tomb was empty. They didn't know that they would meet, there were disciples who would meet Jesus on the road. They didn't know that in the coming days, Jesus was going to appear to them all together in an upper room. Thomas wasn't there, of course, the first time, and so, Thomas, he gets a rough rap being called Doubting Thomas because he questions all the sorts of things people might say, things like it's always darkest before the dawn. Thomas himself said, until I, see the holes in his hands, until I put my hand in his side, I will not believe. And then Jesus appeared before him. And dawn broke. We have a lot going on. We're feeling pressures. We're feeling the darkness build. But I want to encourage you and tell you that the dawn is coming. And we will be together again soon. We will be able to worship together, to once again spend time physically together as a church family, and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Please take advantage of the various Zoom meetings we do, Bible studies, other get-togethers. If you feel like no one's called you lately, call somebody. Make a difference. Help bring the dawn quicker. Thank you.